Summit Skyrise, gold on glass, breath on the window, watching it pass. These are marked off and hesitate dreams. Wind in the gaps of the mezzanine beams. Clock on the wall, dozing eyes half shut. We still counting these scars like cigarette butts. Towers in the dust, that amber bruise. Feet on the curb in my busted shoes. Chat from the suits on the 33rd floor, but the ground floor kids still guarding the door. St. Elmo's engine firing up in the rain. Little blue flicker on the edge of the pane. We reclaiming control points, one by one. Draw the new borders in the setting sun. St. Elmo's engine keeps sparking alive under the summit skyrise. We survive. Maps on the table, coffee ring stains. Every lost route like a mark in my brain. They took what they could with a clean white glove. Left us the rust and the dust and the shove. Still I move squares on the grid, that's chess. Turn every checkpoint into home address. Every back alley's a front line now. Every deep breath is a silent vow. St. Elmo's engine firing up in the rain. Little blue flicker on the edge of the pane. We're reclaiming control points, one by one. Draw the new borders in the setting sun. St. Elmo's engine keeps sparking alive under the summit skyrise. We survive. Yeah, they roll us off. There's background noise, echo in the lift shaft, ghost of a voice. But the storm hits steel and the steel sinks back. Glow on the rails in the midnight black. If the sky wants war, then the sky gets shown. Every lost kid's now alive while grown. From the rooftop gardens to the loading bay gates, we redraw fate in fluorescent paint. St. Elmo's engine firing up in the rain. Little blue flicker on the edge of the pane. We're reclaiming control points, one by one. Draw the new borders in the setting sun. St. Elmo's engine keeps sparking alive under the summit skies. We survive. like you're still whispering in my ear.
You turn the order inside out, drop the cracks, how split the stone. Now every hostile in the lift feels like you're dialing from a hidden phone.
Everything a breadcrumb trail, every floor a loaded choice.
Your doctrine in the danger zone, I hear your logic in the noise.
Aaron Keener's legacy still calling out to me in the cold, in the static gone from the night. Every target, every run, rogue agent manhunt begun. We're ascending where you vanished from our sight. Summit Skyrise. We rise. We rise. Signal in the stereo.
Warning tones in perfect phrase.
Tactical, symmetrical, it starts.
All we hunt is all we yours, to the chaos that you shared.
If we end what you began, do we rewrite who we are? And Aaron Keener's legacy still living on in me, in the glow
Of the summit in the sky.
every target, every run, rogue agent manhunt spun into one last radiant goodbye. Summit Skyrise. We rise. We rise. Summit Skyrise. We rise. We rise. Soft fog on the summit skyrise, red glow on the cracked glass name, whispers on the calm line, ghost codes. You still run in the back of my brain.
Cold brief on a midnight monitor, your face in a warning frame. Every district draws your outline, but I chase the sound, not the fame.
Aaron Keener's legacy, written in the ruins of the city grid. Every step is ticking time. Little lights that never sleep. Every syncopated shimmer is a secret that we keep. Oh, Aaron Keener's legacy, written in the ruins of the city grid. Every step another memory of the agents that you broke and the lives you hid. Signal in the silence, calling out our plan. We keep running through the dark on these rogue agent manhunts again.
Question hanging in the air. Are we stronger than the breeze?
If his legacy is a fracture with a pressure holding tight,
Two voices in the firmware,
turning error into light. Neon dawn protocol, waking in the clouded rain. SHD lights cascading through every street, every vein. From his shadow to our signal, we inherit every line. In the humming city heartbeat, I can feel the sea come on.
Dawn on the glass, pink on the towers, ghost in the grid, counting the hours.
Footsteps alone, coat on the skin, maps in my eyes, war in the wind.
This is our neon legacy, signal burning through the cold. Every heartbeat logs a memory, every secret we were told. Standing in the glow of history,
Lines of orange in the rain. This is our neon legacy, writing over all this pain.
badges and dust, orders and lies. She draws her line under those skies. He broke the
Chain, shattered the frame. We traced the fault, rewere his name.
This is our neon legacy, signal burning through the cold. Every heartbeat logs a memory, every secret we were told. Standing in a glow of history,
Lines of orange in the rain. This is our neon legacy, writing over all his pain. Walking the grid, I feel him watching.
watching the code. I feel you near.
When the posters rise, the streetlights answer.
When the city breathes, you cut through fear. This is our neon legacy, signal burning through the cold. Every heartbeat logs a memory, every secret we were told. Standing in the glow of history, flag torn, picking it up.
Kelso with a headset, I scan every ghost. Red beams on the portraits, this used to mean hope.
He left a map in the ashes, every lie, every root, every scar. You can feel his name in the damage, like a low code humming in the dark. In the ruins of the White House,
You leave,
he lingers. Cold data in your blood, hot trigger on your fingers. Oh, every echo says his name, every heartbeat beats you louder. In the ruins of the White House, you turn his poison into power.
glass rain on the stairwell, green glow on the dome. Static in the earpiece, soft voice calling you home.
Kelso, trust the program.
I'm still here,
Two shadows in the rotunda,
one future, one fear.
footsteps fall in a pattern, like a script he scribbled years ago. But your calm cuts through the chatter, I decide how this story goes. In the ruins of the White House, you leave, he lingers. Cold data in your blood, hot trigger on your fingers.
Yeah.
Every echo says his name, every heartbeat beats you louder. In the ruins of the White House, you turn his poison into power.
He broke the chain, then built his throne.
You break the lock, then bring it home.
He drew the line across this town.
You walk it once, then burn it down.
Past and present sync,
Collide,
ghosts in the firmware fall in line.
in the ruins of the White House, you leave, he lingers. Cold data in your blood, hot trigger on your fingers. Every echo says his name, every heartbeat beats you louder. In the ruins of the White House, you like the ending, not his power. Soft fog, slow breath, laser dots fade out. Kelso in the doorway, walking through the doubt.
Last ping in the distance, then clean,
Clear hush,
his legacy a shadow.
your voice the rush.
Soft fog on the columns, vines through the marble, flag torn, still hanging on.
Blueprints in the ash, briefing in my breath. Reading ghosts in the glass of a broken desk.
Names burned in stone. left a trail of admissions burning in our chairs. We inherit the era, we inherit the fire. His shadow in the static, our compass, our agent council, lead me through the fallout. Call the targets, I will haunt the dark. Every order like a coded heartbeat, glowing in the cold of a dead landmark. This is how, carry what he started. Every scar, a part of what we are. Agent council, keep the skyline steady, and just the echo of your star. So far down the cones, some try to start. One city, two signals, and one shared heart.
Fallout glare on the flag, sound in the badge and tag. Concrete ghosts in the drag, storm on the hill goes mad. Boots crunch chrome in the grid, code in the scope that's lit. Black tusk dogs in the sitch, warhounds hum when they sniff. Running gun build in the bleed, strafe in a slide and pill. Peak one framed in the lead, red beams cut through the field. Pentagon bones in the haze, four rings locked in a maze. HHD chip in my veins, orange glow calm in the craze. Radioactive dust in my lungs I run, cassette in the deck and the tape still spun. HHD tech in the storm, that's trust. Warhounds drop when we breach that rust. Tactical mind, I don't talk, I move. Running gun builds in a tight lean groove. Pentagon shakes but it can't touch us. Storm all night, we adapt, we adjust. We adapt, we adjust. Eyes on the grid, that's feed. Flash on the map, that's lit. Black tusk line in a V. Clip that wing, then leave. Slide in the ash, that's glass. Mask on tight, move fast. HHD watching a flash. Time slow down when we clash. Pulse in the watch, then ping. 3 red bars, that sting. Drone in the dark, that's ring. Chain that mark, then swing. I don't pray, just plan. Click one key, then jam. Steel and sand in my hand, turn that storm to a scan. Radioactive dust in my lungs I run, cassette in the deck and the tape still spun. HSD tech in the storm, that's trust. Warhounds drop when we breach that rust. Tactical mind, I don't talk, I move. Running gun builds in a tight lean groove. Pentagon shakes but it can't touch us. Storm all night, we adapt, we adjust. We adapt, we adjust. Who guards the guard in the glow? Who flips the script in the snow? I just lace plates then go, low in the rows that's prone. Black mask blur in the grime, dust on the lens of time. If the hill goes dark I climb, orange ring still shine, still shine, still shine. Radioactive dust in my lungs I run, cassette in the deck and the tape still spun. SCD tech in the storm, that's trust. Warhounds drop when we breach that rust. Tactical mind, I don't talk, I move. Running gun builds in a tight lean groove. Pentagon shakes but it can't touch us. Storm all night, we adapt, we adjust. We adapt, we adapt, we adjust, we adjust.
decay. But the hunt won't fade away. Agent chaos in the fading light, calling targets through the static night. Oh, seeker mind hums like a quiet thread rolling out. Red eyes set, rogue agent man hemmed in the sand. Ghosts of the pocket her command. If you run, if you take that stand, she will find you. Rogue agent Guys are forever on this show. Erupting, you're at the door. Past and present, hand in hand. You can't outrun a rogue agent Dawn on the glass, pink haze on steel. Street signs flicker, but this all feels too real. Your badge on the dash, my watch set to green. Silent alarms cut through the in-between. Cold in the air, I can almost taste it. Ghosts in the grid, but we're gonna face it. This is Aaron Keener's legacy, written in the cracks of the city. Every shadow storing memory, but the light keeps pulling us in. SHD in our blood like lightning, seeker mind heart still igniting. We walk where the signal is guiding, till the dark wins. Crosshair of clouds above midtown glass, orange flare blinking as the traffic rolls past. Dead drops of data in a payphone hum. Your hand finds mine, and my old doubts come undone. Maps on your skin, lines of old decisions. We rewrite the past with precision. This is Aaron Keener's legacy, written in the cracks of the city. Every shadow storing memory, but the light keeps pulling us in. S60 in our blood like lightning, seeker mind heart still igniting. We walk where the signal is guiding, till the dark blink and it's gone, but the afterglow stays. Two bright traces through control runways. If the system falls, we'll still stand here. You on my left, White don't crack, marble in the floodlights. Kelso in the dust, reading ghosts in the searchlights. Boot prints, blood mapped on a tablet glow. Orders in a whisper, hold the line, let it flow. Yeah, she walks through the dead rain, every loss, every coded name, stealing a job, tremor in her hand, almost broke, but she holds this land in the fog above the rubble. I still hear your call, Agent Kelso in the chaos, never letting us fall. Keener shadow on the pavement, haunts every protocol, but your courage cuts the feedback, clear signal through it all. Keener's face flickers in the cracked glass. Legacy of fractures turning seconds into bypass. He wrote new rules in the margins of the end. She rewrites them nightly, line by line, making amends. She threads through the amber glow, heartbeats sync to the status flow. Every choice, like a loaded hand, he burned it down. She still takes a stand in the fog above the rubble. I still hear your call, Agent Kelso in the chaos, never letting us fall. Keener shadow on the pavement, haunts every protocol, but your courage cuts the feedback, clear signal through it all.
Did he save us or betray us? Hard to say in the static hum.
We're the ones who walk the ruins, we're the ones who do not run.
If his ghost rewrote the future, left his mark in every skin,
Then I'll rewrite the ending with a steadier hand. Yeah. In the fog above the rubble, I still hear your call, Agent Kelso in the chaos, never letting us fall. Keener shadow on the pavement, haunts every protocol, but your courage cuts the feedback, clear signal
Tusk Warhounds, teeth on the wire, columns crack open, ivy climbs higher, marble and moss over dead power lines. You move like a shadow, cut through the vines. Hunter mass in the dark, no face, just glare. Boot prints in puddles, ozone in the air. Capital split, dome rusted and scarred. You breathe like a soldier, hard hitting hard. Black Tusk Warhounds running through the wreckage. Steel gray eyes, zeroed on the target, locked in. Rain is hard on the bones of the city. We go cold, we go clean, we go pretty, so deadly. Black Tusk Warhounds circling the ruins, hunter maps in the dark, watching every movement, thunder on cue. As the old world drowns, we don't blink, don't break, we just haunt this ground. Switch on the grid, floodlights fail, then fade. Static of storms over every brigade. Names on the walls, washed out by the flood. You just track motion, eat under mud. Hunter mass in the dark, mirrors for fear. They see your doubts before they appear. Overgrown flags wrapped round the stones. You keep your rhythm like cutting through drums. Step by step through the flooded archives. Scan that breath, hear your logic arrive. Thunder rolls over columns that lean. You feel nothing except the machine. Black Tusk Warhounds running through the wreckage. Steel gray eyes, zeroed on the target, locked in. Rain hits hard on the bones of the city. We go cold, we go clean, we go pretty, so deadly. Black Tusk Warhounds circling the ruins, hunter mass in the dark, watching every movement, thunder on cue. As the old world drowns, we don't blink, don't break, we just own this ground.
Radio towers choked in vine, static maps of an old front line. Boots in the floodwater, columns through the mall. Marble heads cracked open, gardens in the walls. Hunter masks in the dark, every silence checked. Who rewrote the mission on the broken dome? Who turned every shadow to a barcode zone? Black Tusk Warhounds running through the ruins, teeth in the night, like they know what they're doing. Cold, cold hunting, I can feel them surround, name in their crosshairs. Black Tusk Warhounds. Stormlight flickers on a hunter mask. Half my pulse is the ticking task. If I move first, do I make it out? If I stand still, do they shut me down? Black Tusk Warhounds running through the ruins, teeth in the night, like they know what they're doing. Cold, cold hunting, I can feel them surround, name in their crosshairs. Black Tusk Warhounds. Rain on the headset, city grown wild, marching in circuits, merciless, mild.
Snow on the camel sleeves, orange watch glow in the whiteout haze, pier lights drowning in gray. Her voice cuts through the radio fade, footprints vanish in the wind, maps soak through ink running thin, names of the ones we lost, folded in her pocket like a cost. Lizard at Brooklyn Bridge, she walks that frozen ridge. Agent Kelso leading goes through the storm. Oh, JTF remnants in the dark, holding on to one last spark, following her shadow like a valve, keeping warm. Static and sirens blend. She calls falling, and they remember when order still had a flag. Now it's just her courage in a ragged tag. Eyes tied, rifles low. She looks back once, says we still go. In her stare, a city plan drawn from every broken, bleeding hand. Lizard at Brooklyn Bridge, she walks that frozen ridge. Agent Kelso leading goes through the storm. JTF remnants in the dark, holding on to one last spark, following her shadow like a vow, keeping warm. Under the arches, they wait in the glow, breath like smoke, moving slow. Count who's left, she quietly says. Every heartbeat, that's what's what's next. Blizzard